Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 25. Day 25, and did you submit your feedback to me? Did you submit your weekly feedback that you're supposed to do every Sunday? If you didn't, make sure you do, okay? All right, I want to get right into the thick of things because this is going to probably take the whole video. And I'm going to address some diary entries here. And I want to just give you guys a little more insight as to what you're doing and perhaps what you may not know, okay? So let's do this. Okay, so I'm just going to go right into some diary entries here. Somebody writes, egg frittata, homemade spinach frittata, 1 slice. All right, so it's got the calories and it's got the macros listed. Okay, so how are you coming to the macros? What I want to know is, how do you arrive at those macros? All right, so if you're putting all the ingredients into the frittata and you're measuring out all these ingredients and then you're figuring out the macros and then you make that total frittata as, you know, whatever, a big pie, so you know the total macros for it, and then you divide it, let's say, into 4, and one of those 4 is a slice, then that should be accurate. But if you make a frittata and then you just look on MyFitnessPal for a frittata and you have 1 slice, I'm assuming that you're not doing that. Hopefully you're not doing that, right? Because you have to know exactly what you put into it, what your frittata is. Frittatas can range from all kinds of different things. So with this particular person, actually, I'm going to ask them this question, okay? So we need to make sure that the entries reflect what we're actually having, right? All right, turkey burger, homemade Greek turkey burger. It's got the calories and it's got the macros listed. Okay, again, how did you arrive at that? How did you arrive at those macros? All right, now the reason why I question this is because I don't see, for example, turkey burger, 4 ounces of extra lean ground turkey, and then the macros. Then I know exactly what's going on. And then maybe you added some onion to it and you added whatever. Okay, so when I see something like this, it makes me think that you had a turkey burger and then you went into MyFitnessPal and you looked up turkey burger and you entered that in. Okay, maybe that's not what you did, so you can clarify that with me, okay? So again, we need to know exactly what's going on. Avocado, 1 medium. Okay, 1 medium is not a weight. Okay, so you need to weigh out your avocado. Okay, same goes with banana. All right, let's go through some more entries here. Poached eggs, 70 grams. All right, so you made poached eggs and then you weighed them and it was 70 grams. Is this correct? That's what I'm assuming. If you didn't do it that way, I don't know. Again, was this just an entry that you found on MyFitnessPal and then you entered it? Okay, are you weighing that out exactly? Avocado mashed, 1/5 of a cup. Don't do this. Don't measure stuff in cups. Measure unless it's a liquid, a fluid, where that's totally accurate. But don't generally measure stuff in cups, especially if there's space within it. Measure it by weight. Okay, there's some bacon listed in this person's list in their diary. 2 slices and it's only got 4 grams of fat. I suspect that the macros are not correct on this. If it's real bacon, it's going to have much more fat than that. So I question that. Mimosa. You are not to drink mimosas. You are not to drink alcohol on this challenge. Alcohol is a no-no. If you're trying to lose body fat, do not drink alcohol. If you're trying to lose body fat, do not drink alcohol. Prawn pho. Okay, Pho Cafe 1 bowl. I'm assuming that you had this from a cafe. Again, if we're eating, this is really up in the air. I have no idea how you get the macros from this. Did you have a bowl of pho from a restaurant and then you just found an entry and you put it in? If that's the case, we have no idea if this is accurate or not, okay? Veg curry, Raj's 1/4 cup cooked. First of all, this entry has calories, but there are no macros listed. So the calories are going in, but your macros are staying the same, which means it's a bogus entry. This entry is wrong. Okay, and did you measure out a 1/4 cup of whatever this is? Okay. Skinny margaritas, no alcohol. I'm going to keep telling you, no alcohol in this challenge. This particular person had alcohol twice that day, or alcohol beverages. No, you can't do that. I already told you guys you can't do that. White wine, okay, same day. White wine, once again, no macros listed, okay? Now, white wine's probably going to be a little bit different. There'll probably be a little bit of sugar in there, and it's mainly going to be alcohol calories that are there. You cannot have alcohol, period, okay? Do not do this. Okay, let's move along here. Okay, avoid sausages and stuff like this. Okay, again, I want to stress to you real whole food. Okay, this person had turkey sausage. Not the worst thing, but try not to do that. Real whole food. Okay, banana raw. Okay, I already went through this. There's not a weight. Okay, don't do that. Okay, try to weigh out your banana. Okay, again, not the worst thing, but we want accuracy here. Tuscan kale salad, homemade, 1.5 cups. Okay, well, if it's just vegetables, green vegetables, I'm not really too concerned with it. But it looks like there was probably salad dressing on this because the macros for fat are high, so that would have to come from salad dressing. But my question to you really is how much salad dressing went into this? You can't tell. So I'm assuming there's salad dressing on this. Okay, how much salad dressing? There's no list of salad dressing in your diary. So how much went in? How much actually really went in? Okay. Moving right along here. Protein bread and muffin mix. Purely Elizabeth, 1 slice. Okay, what does this mean? Does this mean you, again, made a recipe and you measured everything that went in, then you figured out the total macros for the recipe, and then you subdivided it to figure out what the macros are for a serving? If you didn't do that, then this is just bogus, okay? More than likely, this is not accurate. Bloody Caesar drink, alcohol, you can't have that. Again, no macros listed with it. All right, let's move along here. How are we doing for time? Oh, I'm already 8.5 minutes? Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Okay. Okay, meatloaf, homemade, 2 slices cooked. All right, so same thing again here. Did you put everything in? You know, figure out the macros for that particular recipe, and then you made an even division. Okay, and how do you know if it's even? Well, actually, really, what you should do is weigh the whole thing and then weigh out the portions of it. Okay, to make sure that it's totally accurate. But again, did you make homemade meatloaf? And then, did you make this entry up yourself? Or did you make homemade meatloaf, you had 2 slices, and then you found an entry in MyFitnessPal? So again, this is something I need to know. So I'll talk to you about this, the person who put this in. Okay, once again, stay away from sausages. Okay. Stuffed turkey pepper. What goes into a stuffed turkey pepper? There's a bunch of macros listed and calories. Again, this is homemade. I don't know what went in this. So it's hard for me to know when I'm looking at this, okay? What's going on here? Turkey, chorizo, tacos, realsimple.com, 2 tacos. I'm assuming that you made these from a recipe on realsimple.com. 2 tacos, and then, so basically, maybe you followed the recipe and it gave you the macros. That may not be accurate. The best thing I want you to do is to make sure that you look at the individual ingredients that are going in, figure out the amounts, figure out the total macros for that amount of stuff that's going in the recipe, whatever it is, and then you got to tally it up for the specific thing that you're eating, okay? All right, I guess I got to stop. It's 11 minutes. This is actually just one person. I'm not picking on this person at all because this is the type of thing I tend to see with a lot of different people. Not everyone, of course. I'm not saying you're all like this. But when I see something like this and I don't see the change that I expect to see, I can, and there is a lot more on this one. I can see why, for sure, like 100%. Okay, but I already know if things aren't changing with the person, something is not right. I've gone through this many times. People, they look at me in the eyes, they swear to me up and down, they're doing everything perfect. But when I look through this, I see holes left, right, and center, and I know 100% sure that it's not. It's way off. So again, this is certainly not a blame thing, or that I'm not disappointing you or something like that. It's just we have to identify the holes here and then fix them. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're looking or when you're putting together your food. Also, make sure you enter it. Don't wait a day and enter it. Unless you happen to write everything down. Okay, if you're going by memory, your memory will most likely not be right. And there's a fly flying around here and it's killing me with the light that I have on. I have a ring light on. Makes me look better. Okay. What else did I want to say? Real whole food, and no alcohol. Okay. I'm going to dive into some more diaries in the future here because I think this is really, really important for you guys. I only went through a couple days on this person, okay? And to this person, if you feel beat up, I'm not trying to beat you up, okay? This is common, okay? And we'll go through this more in person together. So, all right, let's get the message of the day, which I haven't even looked at what the message of the day is. Message of the day, day 25. All right. Success begins and ends with personal responsibility. Identify what needs to be done and take action. Success begins and ends with personal responsibility. So just remember to, not saying that any of you aren't taking any responsibility, but remember, if something is not working out for you, the first thing to do is to look at exactly what you're doing and then try to identify it. If you don't see anything wrong, which I'm sure probably a lot of you, when you look, you probably don't see things that are wrong, but I can spot things that are wrong. Then obviously, I can't really ask you to take more responsibility other than saying, hey, Mark, figure out what's going on here. Help me. Okay? But in general, when it comes to just getting the stuff done in this challenge, that is getting your workouts in, that is scheduling them and showing up, doing your cardio, make sure you get heart rates, and of course, entering all your food in, not drinking alcohol, and eating real whole food. Real whole food. This is part of your responsibility in this challenge, okay? Again, I'll say it again. Success begins and ends with personal responsibility. Identify what needs to be done and take action. Listen, let me end this by saying this so you don't think I'm being too harsh. Well, I don't think I'm being too harsh. I know that when you enter this, it's a big change from probably what you're used to. So kudos to you for taking on this challenge, because this is my area of comfort. So I can sit here on my higher chair and say, you know, test to you. But reality is this is not an easy task. Okay, so we're going to work on getting better at the stuff we have to do, right? We're going to get better at this. All right. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you, I guess not tomorrow, but I'll see you on Thursday. All right? See you guys.